Yesterday, we had studied about types of farming followed in India. We covered the two types of farming, that is primitive subsistence farming, in which the family members, they work together in the field to produce crops for their own consumption. Then we studied about intensive subsistence farming, where the laborers are employed and high production is expected from a small piece of land. The farmers produce crops not only for their own consumption, but they also sell the surplus crops in the market. Now today, we would continue the same topic. We would study about the third type of farming practice which is followed in India. It is commercial farming. Now, what is commercial farming? Commercial farming is practiced in many parts of India where crops are cultivated in large quantities for the purpose of selling in the market. So commercial farming is that type of farming where on very large land holdings, crops are grown and the crops are entirely market oriented. It means that the crops are grown to sell them in the market. Crops are market oriented or profit oriented. So in order to get maximum yield, the farmers use all the facilities to increase their production. That is, they use irrigation facilities, they use high yielding variety of seeds, they use chemical fertilizers, insecticides and pesticides. Then after that, come to the next, that is plantation agriculture. Now, plantation agriculture is also a part of commercial farming. Plantation of crops like tea in Assam, coffee in Karnataka, then you have rubber in Kerala, bamboo, sugarcane, cotton, banana are all forms of commercial farming. What happens in plantation agriculture? In this type of plantation, a single crop is grown over a very large area. Is it clear to all of you? A single crop, different crops are not grown, but a single crop is grown over a very large area to get maximum production. And here also the crops are produced for selling them in the market. Tea, coffee, rubber, banana, these are all the examples of plantation agriculture. And the two most important requirements for plantation agriculture are, first, good network of transportation, and the second is proximity to the market. Now, the produce from the plantation may also be served as raw material for number of industries. For example, you produce sugarcane. Sugarcane is used as a raw material in sugar industry. So you require good network of transportation so that you can transport it from the farms to the sugar mills. Similarly, there are some crops which are directly consumed by us, like banana. Now, banana has to be transferred from the farm fields to the market. So we require good network of transportation and communication, and at the same time there should be proximity to market. It means that the farms should be close to the market. If they will be close to the market, you know that the crops are produced in bulk, so huge quantity of crops have to be transported. If the market or the industries where they are used as raw material, if they will be nearby, then naturally the cost of transportation would get reduced. If the places would be far away, like the industries or markets, then the cost of transportation will increase. So therefore, two most important requirements for plantation agriculture are good network of transportation and communication, and the second is proximity to market. Till now, is this clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Anvi, open your camera. Rupendra, you also. Then come to the next, the cropping season. So just as we experience several seasons in a year, similarly, agriculture in India also follow three distinct cropping seasons. And these three distinct cropping seasons are the Rabi, Kharif, and Zaid. So now we would study about them one by one. What are Rabi crops? Rabi crops are those crops which are grown in Rabi season. Rabi season is from the month of October to December, when the crops are sown. So Rabi crops are sown in the month of October to December, and they are harvested in April to June. So you should know the sowing and the harvesting months. They are harvested in the month of April to June. And important Rabi crops, as you can see, they are wheat, mustard, peas, barley, etc. And they are mainly grown in the northern part of India. So the Rabi crops are mainly produced in the northern part of India, like Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, etc. Besides this, these Rabi crops are dependent on winter monsoon. In winter season, you get very little amount of rainfall. So they are dependent on this winter monsoon, which we get from western cyclones. You must have studied in your 9th class that over Mediterranean Sea, western cyclones originate. And these cyclones travel towards India and reach India in the winter season. On reaching India, these western cyclones strike against the mountains, strike against the Himalayas, and shed their moisture. The winter rainfall that we have is due to western cyclonic disturbances. Okay, so these crops get water from the winter precipitation. And also, these crops are successfully grown in the northern part of India because of the success of green revolution in these states, where these states use high yielding variety of seeds, use more and more fertilizer, irrigation facilities, etc. So this is all about your Rabi crops. Then come to the next crop, that is Kharif crop. Now, Kharif crops are those crops which are grown in Kharif season. The Kharif season comes with the onset of monsoon in different parts of India. Now, these crops require more and more rainfall. We have studied about Rabi crops. Rabi crops require less rainfall, whereas Kharif crops, they require more rainfall. So these, more water. So these crops are grown with the coming of monsoon. And that is in the month of July to August. And they are harvested in September and October. Important Kharif crops are rice, maize, millet like jowar and bajra. Then you have pulses, oil seeds, etc. Okay. And recently, rice has become an important commercial crop in Punjab and Haryana also. So nowadays, rice is grown in Punjab and Haryana also, and it has become one of the major commercial crop over there. Besides this, in the states of Assam, West Bengal, and Orissa, in these states, there are 3 types of paddy which is grown there. 3 types of paddy means 3 types of rice which are grown in these states of Assam, West Bengal, and Orissa. They are Os, Aman, and Boro. Os, Aman, and Boro, these are the 3 types of paddy or rice which is grown in Assam, West Bengal, and Orissa. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, etc. Okay, so that crops are grown and harvested. There is a very short period of time within which they are grown and harvested, and therefore those crops are grown which grow very quickly, like watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, etc. So these were the 3 different cropping seasons. I hope it is clear to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.